My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Slay the Spire 2 with the Necrobinder and me. Ooh. What about a 3 elite, 4 question mark opening with 3 rests? How do I get the power to be able to take that line? Golden Pearl isn't going to offer it. Lost Coffer is additional help, but like, do I gamble on the large capsule? Some relics transform that line into ridiculous mode. Choose your bracelet. Regular enemy encounters no longer encountered in question mark rooms. I mean, hey, considering I'm about to take, it's 5? Yeah, 5 question marks on this line. I'm happy. I'm thrilled with that. We also got Gorget for 4 plating at the top of each combat, which is also really good. I'm not going to, like, claim either of those was, like, a high roll, but, you know, both of them are currently impactful, which, how much more could you want? I do really like the idea of hitting the drain power early so that I can actually upgrade this deck as well. Let's just up the damage on the drain power, make it more efficient. I'm intending to hit 3 elites this line. Sure, give me the Sword of Stone. Ooh, now I'm wishing maybe I took something else earlier. Peck will be good later, but it doesn't mean it's good right now. Let's get a Toric Toughness instead of one of these strikes. The Gorget makes it a lot easier for me to play Toric Toughness as well, actually. This is pretty good. And then all of that helps me defend the temp HP of Osti significantly better. Page Storm, Haunt, and Negative Pulse. I should take the Pulse so that I have some AoE. Can't take Haunt yet, obviously. No souls in the deck. Clums me up. Ooh, the start of combat. Upgrade 2 cards. For the rest of the combat, we'll upgrade Drain Power as well. Between the 2 of them, we're going to be upgrading a lot of this deck in play. Although that might be too slow to do for the Bygone Effigy here. I need to do damage, but I don't really have, like, my whole damage plan was upgrading my whole deck, but unfortunately I keep drawing Drain Power when, oh my god. That's really bad. I'm only drawing Drain Power in positions where most of my deck is already, still in my draw pile rather than this card. Like, I think my only actual out in this fight is to play towards upgrading enough of the deck that I'm consistently full blocking here. Like that. That's... Nope, never mind, I'm dead. Yeah. I don't know if getting Drain Power later in that first cycle would have been enough, because we clearly saw that everything kept spiraling after that point anyway. But that was... Oh, God, I'm setting up for a run off camera, apparently. But that is what I was planning. That doesn't mean it was a good plan. All right? Just means I made the plan. That doesn't mean I stand by it. What do we got? Oh, bad maps. Bad maps. Oh, disgusting maps. Give me the bones. Silken Tress Paperweight? No, Paperweight's not a card reward. It's not gonna upgrade it. Yo. Prowess. Yeah. I'll hit this right. No, Raps. I was about to say, hit this right side so that I can remove, and then I forgot that the silken dress takes my money now. Okay, well, we're gonna visit the shopkeeper in order to say hello, goodbye. Auf Wiedersehen. And then we'll take that in stride, and we'll keep going, and everything will be fine, eventually. You gotta be kidding me, right? Bone Shards is not something you can replay. It kills Osti, and then when it repeats, it does nothing. I'll take Reap. It's 27 damage to a single target. It replays the first time I played each combat, so sometimes that'll just execute a target. That's pretty cool when it decides to do that for us. A lot like that. Ooh, Danse Macabre. Definitely better in the world where I've got the Reap. The Reap of Damocles hanging over the enemy. That sucks. Drain power, defy. I mean, give me defy. Let's have some defense in this deck. Reap needs the upgrade. 12 additional damage. Oh god. Oh, really? Ugh. The worst available fight for us. Hello. It's good to see you, Frog Parasite. Enfeebling Touch will be good, but I've got to play Delay instead. Delay will be better to have in the long-term deck as well. Yeah. Danse Macabre. Reap. Takes you out. We don't get the additional curses. I do draw back into a Reap. That's great. I can use this to execute one of the Wrigglers. Unfortunately, I was about to say, oh no, thank you. I do have a strength. From prowess. I was about to say, I don't have the ability to kill one of you this turn. Turns out, yes, I do. More than enough, actually. Oh, and then I'm probably going straight to the same grave. Oh, that Reap would have slapped against any of the other enemies. There we go. We're still alive. Oh, Intimidating Helmet. Whenever you play a card that costs 2 or more, gain 4 block. That's another copy of Danse Macabre in the deck, basically. Snap to retain cards. Retention's nice. Countdown, poke. I don't think I should take anything if it's not directly synergistic with me taking advantage of both the Intimidating Helmet and Danse Macabre right now. I'm going to take none of those. I'm going to rest here for safety. Because there is a lot of heat in Intimidating and Danse Macabre in the same run. I just need to survive long enough to be able to bring that heat out. See, the potential is there. Grey Warden's still an appropriate card to play. Oh, come on. The wrong Jordan in this fight, you just die instantly. Thankfully, the second Reap is considered played, even though the first one killed the target, so the Intimidating Helmet still full defends me. 11. Alright, I'm gonna fish from the colorless pot. Okay, keeping it to very little damage so far. 6 damage on the back line this turn is quite achievable, we say right before doing it. Weaken this turn, so yeah, Reap's not lethal, sadly. Pull from below, sow, and negative pulse. Really, I don't want to take any of these. If pushed, I'll take sow. Alright, we'll enchant Danse Macabre with sown, so it's easier to play that and then reap on the same turn. Prowess. So, unleash. Oh god. Why did the weaken have to hit me this turn? $37 and $40, that was the best I could do. Ow! There wasn't a hand there that could defend. I mean, legitimately, like, I think if we were offered just one 2-cost card after the point that we'd hit the, which is, that was Whetstone there? Literally after here, if we'd seen a single 2-cost card, that run goes to infinity. Like, it's so little that it needed additional. I was willing to take the risk and time and gamble, etc. on it. It's all good, because here's the real run. It starts right now with this cursed pearl and winged boots. Great. I can go to all of the shops that I want, which is probably just the one. Hop across to hit... Actually... Might actually just be worth following this line. Two elite, 3 rests, and then if I want to, I can hop for an additional elite shop at the very end. Yeah. Why don't you show that to me? Just enough. Delay, Scourge, or Page Storm. I'm definitely most interested in Delay. Just in raw value terms. Similar, I mean, Delay is going to be a consistently played card. I'd love it to block 15 by itself. And now when it's upgraded, it will. Next turn, the Unleash does 8 damage, 2 additional health from Aussie as well as base 6. Yeah, so it makes it really easy to project killing the Leaf Slime. Oh, although that Leaf Slime's doing less damage this turn, so I'm actually going to target the other slime in the back line. The back slime. Ugh. Good delay. Unleash. I'm going to force the deck cycle just so that we get back to Unleash sooner. And also to delay. Just to the 2 best cards in our deck. Poke, Negative Pulse, and Grey Blast. This is tough stuff. It should be Grave Blast, I think, to take advantage of having additional energy from delay, but Grave Blast is accomplishing nothing right now. So it's that, and then those 2 cards need to be utilized with something else. Upon pickup, enchant up to 3 attacks with Sharp 3. Maybe if I had that poke, I'd care about that. I'd take Snap as well. Salvo, deal 12 damage and retain your hand this turn. That's really good. We should take that here. I also like Capture Spirit. Definitely card removal. Let's get rid of that injury. I also quite like Capture Spirit here. But I'm damage light. That's... I'm not on the docks, am I? No, Ceremonial Beast. I'm not on the docks. Oh my god, it's Snap. I was only thinking about Snap as part of the Aussie sub-theme. I forgot that it says Retain. Between Snap and Salvo, Grey Blast, and Delay, I pretty much have access to a lot of cards at a lot of times right now. I could use Thinking Ahead as well to modify that, get more. I'm going to take Capture Spirit because I can afford to right now, and it'll make it easy for me to take advantage of anything that cares about the amount of souls that I have in the future. Exactly. I'm going to get the Delay to retain consistently. Unleash. Grey Blast. Unleash. Got him. Poke. Pass. Yeah, see, here's the thing. Do I take Poke now as part of starting to build this as like a Aussie sub-theme and just using everything else as utility for it? It's a little harder to take Pass because I'm not energy positive enough for that. Toric Toughness. 100% Toric Toughness from a strike. And then Salvo gets 4 damage on its upgrade. I need Delay up. I'll use a Power Potion to help me in this fight. Domain, additional card and energy each turn. Grey Blast back Toric Toughness. Toric Toughness defend Poke. Get 10 block at the top of the next turn. Immediately play a Delay. Salvo. I should have snapped the Delay before I played it, so I'll just strike normally then. Okay, snap a Capture Spirit, play out Toric Toughness, defend, and strike. Beautiful. Poke Delay. Salvo and Unleash. Yeah, I can lose all of the health on the Bodyguard that turn. One, 2, 3. Beautiful. Badonna's down. I barely took damage in that fight as well. Rattle! Aussie deals 7 damage, hits an additional time for each time Aussie has hit this com turn. I actually did lose some health in that fight. Yeah. 8. That's so little, though. Akabeko, at the start of each combat, gain 8 Vigor. I mean, Rattle can't really take advantage of that. Despite the fact that it's a multi-hit, it requires other attacks to have been played first for it to be relevant. It's up that Torically Tough. Capture Spirit, Grey Blast, Capture Spirit. Next turn isn't going to be a good turn for ultimately defending, so the rest of the cards in the deck weren't really relevant there, unfortunately. So that sucks. I really wanted to get Rattle with this poke hand here. What's the best I can get? I'll snap Salvo, still play it, drop defend, end that turn, draw a whole new hand. Poke Soul. Unleash Soul. Rattle's 27. Salvo's 16, and I wouldn't even want to salvo this hand. You hold the salvo for the next turn. Rattle, unfortunately, doesn't take advantage of our strength, so... Oh, boy. Yeah, I mean, it's tough. We've got to plan around trying to do 26 damage this turn. That'll do it. Regal Pillow and High Five. My god, what huge hits there for us. We'll rest immediately, take advantage of the Regal Pillow for more HP. We'll jump over to the additional fight. I have AoE, courtesy of what just happened seconds ago. Bodyguard, Strike and Rattle. Toric Toughness Salvo. Snap a defend to keep it for this hand and then just go all out, I think. Tough it out this turn. Yeah, there's lethal, and then the AoE immediately afterwards. Huge. Rattle is here to execute someone before their turn. Salvo holds our hand. Grey Blast back the High Five, and then finish him. Beautiful fight. Regen Potion and Spire is okay defense for us. It's not great, but it is the direction we're going. Now, did I pay for a removal at a shop? I did indeed. For the consistency's sake of this deck, I'm more than happy to do that again, though. And I don't prefer any of the other cards that are on offer either. Additional turn of vulnerability on High Five is really important, because otherwise we're not going to be able to extend until that point. Now, we do have basically one additional defend card, two additional defend cards in this deck at this point, Delay and Toric Toughness. But they are very good as well, and with our retention from both Salvo and Snap, we should be able to play them at optimal times. So I don't think I'm going to have health problems in this fight. I do think that it's quite likely we start running into turns where we just don't have draw. Sorry, just don't have draw. Just don't have any defend available whatsoever at the start of the next floor. So I've got to start preparing for additional defense after this fight. Salvo, defend, Toric. High Five, Snap hits Rattle to hold it in hand. Okay, I'm going to Grey Blast back Delay, hit it one more time before we cycle the deck, so that I've got 2 additional energy at the top of the next turn. Yikes. No, I did not want that 2 additional energy to pay it. Like, I'm going to generate 25 block here, and then the enemy's going to eat 25 of my block. This just treads water. That's all it does. Woof. God damn, I might need the rest. I'm using the regen pot here as well. I mean, High Five Rattle breaks the enemy here, but It's the best turn I can do. No, it's got to be snap, hold, delay. That also breaks the enemy, and I get to have delay on the first real aggressive enemy turn here. Poke, high five, and rattle. End the turn. Delays almost all the block I need there. It's not all of it, it's almost. No other attacks in hand, but I do get to retain the rattle anyway. In fact, I can retain this entire hand. And I think I should. Spur, Bodyguard, and Salvo. We retain the hand while playing the most defensive available cards there, just in case I don't draw into good defense. We do, though, with a delay. High five. We'll snap to retain the defend, then unleash and rattle for the lethal. Woohoo! Yeah, so we're completely fine after we managed to break the first phase of the enemy, as I was talking about. Like, we have consistency of block after a certain point. Domain. At the start of your turn, gain energy and draw an additional card. As much as I like that, I don't feel like that's what's missing. Seance. Transform a card in your draw pile into a soul. That will thin down the deck in an important way. Devour Life gives us summon when we play souls, but we only have souls from Capture Spirit at the moment. I think I have to take and upgrade Seance. Start your turn, draw an additional card. Yes, please. What do I think about Relax? I think Relax would also be pretty good, but I want Pale's Blood, and I want to find a copy of Sikkim. Okay. I'm going to take this early path, and then I might cowardice out of it. Yeah, this is the thing I'm talking about, right? Our defend cards are good, but I'm not guaranteed to always have the good card. I mean, delay isn't even really energy efficient for us right now. What, I pull back Poke from Grey Blast and then hit the enemy with Rattle for 27 after that? So it's 6, and then Poke is another 9, 15, 20. So I'm short damage on that as well. But I can split the enemy afterwards. Okay, so we should do that. The retained strike in hand. Afterlife, Scourge, and Negative Pulse. No, none of these are what I need. Bing Bong? No! The only time I ask you for Bing Bong and you don't offer me a Bing or a Bong. I will take Mr. Struggles for additional AoE support, though. Unfortunately, delay is just shy of keeping me safe this turn. but bring it back and play it alongside something else, and that'll do it. You're staggered, buddy. I'm kind of willing to take the second upgraded... No, give me the pull aggro. Stop it, Raps. I almost made the same mistake again. No defense in the entire deck. Don't need it. Okay, I'm actually gonna take the left here. Remove 2 strikes for an upgraded strike. Yes, please. Uh-oh. Salvo. Pull aggro. Defense. Keep the rest of these. Rattle's pretty good for later. Delay's incredible. Toric definitely has to be played first. Capture Spirit's not going to be worth playing here either. Then defend, ultimate strike, bodyguard. Safety, I can generate that turn. Okay, high five, extremely important. I want to throw Snap out for the additional damage. I don't actually think it's that important, though. I'll be kicking myself if it does become important and I don't have... hadn't already taken it, rather. Ultimate Strike, Grey Blast brings back Ultimate Strike, kill. Bone Bruise, summon 15. Actually pretty good. Danse Macabre in this deck with Delay, Toric Toughness, and High Five? Yep. I think so. Then I'll move 1 space up and take the rest to upgrade Seance. I'm going to hop over to another rest site and upgrade... where are we? Danse Macabre. Ugh. Petrified Toad, not thrilled about that. I'll use Bone Brew to take less damage this turn, but I'll still be taking some damage this turn. Ow. Toric Toughness. And then, really, I think I do have to salvo. Keep this hand. Poke, double rattle. I don't really think that's a good idea for me. But, like, the next hand is going to suck too? What the hell do I do? I can get a bunch of additional energy, but probably not even going to be able to use that next turn. I can store additional HP in Osty, but again, then what do I accomplish with that? Seance in the draw pile. Yeah, this deck doesn't really do anything. Yeah, I drew a relatively good hand there, I guess. Actually, no. Putting both of those on the bottom makes it pretty bad. Grey Blast back a delay, and then play the delay. Yeah. Oh, Rattle and Poke both drawn this. Snap as well. This is exciting. Yeah, this either is lethal or it's my best chance at lethal and I should take it anyway. High five. Poke. Snap on Salvo, Unleash, and then Rattle for 50 damage. That's lethal. Giga. Okay, you can now gain strength at rest sites. If you really think that'll help. Lethality already upgraded is really good. It adds a lot of damage to this deck. I will say, so does Calcify, absolutely. And even Fetch, but Lethality just so that I can, like, open with, you know, big High Five, big Ultimate Strike especially. It really adds damage for us. I'll rest here because we really need the health. Give Pantograph for 2. Yes, because I've also got the Regal Billows, so I think I've got my healing relics on lock. Give me Juzu Bracelet and Horncleat. Horncleat's certainly helpful. Juzu Bracelet, a little bit, I guess. Exterminate and Squash. Exterminate is largely here just more access to AoE. I kind of do want to take it, though. Punch Dagger. Upon pickup, enchant attack with Momentum 5. Whenever you play it, adds 5 damage to the attack next time it's played this combat. I mean, putting that on Rattle for a boss fight is pretty good. I could also see just like Grave Warden and Poke. And I'll snap a Flash of Steel there as well. Oh, sick. Toss Macabre and then snap to keep delay. Literally perfect. Oh! Grave Blast back snap and snap to keep salvo. I have so much hand control from just those two. Drop 1 fewer card a turn. Doesn't matter. I've got Pale's Blood. Full aggro, Poke, and Unleash. I'm going to salvo to keep the Toric Toughness to play it next turn. The enemy's only attacking at this turn, and then they're not attacking next turn, but this Toric Toughness... Ooh, Lethality. High 5 and Toric Toughness. Great. So we full defend. Toric Toughness will extend until you start attacking again. Oh, come on. So annoying. Transform nothing in the draw pile. I always draw that when I have nothing for it. I could have turned a soul into a soul. This one has to be Disintegration because I got too many souls to limit myself to 3 cards a turn. Delay and then Ultimate Strike for 52 damage from Vulnerability as well as Lethality. Ooh, this one's tough. Let's get rid of the Greed and play out our big defensive hand, but yikes. There's a bunch more dome damage than I wanted. Toric Toughness, and then I'll snap to retain a pull aggro. High 5, Poke, Flash of Steel, and then salvo for attention. Ooh! Life's coming at us fast here. Full aggro, I have to play the Ultimate Strike, but that also means I have to take a bunch of damage here. Oh, boy. 45 incoming damage with 15 in Disintegration. Is there any chance I'm capable of surviving this turn damage-wise? I believe the answer to that is no. So I have to play to an out that has as lethal. The only thing I can possibly think of is enemy's already vulnerable. That's great. We draw into what? Salvo's the highest damage for the lowest energy that I can do. We draw Salvo. I don't even have Rattle left in this cycle. Grey Warden is not... I mean, we got the Salvo. Yay, 31 damage. So this is just throw all of the damage that we have access to this turn. Salvo, poke. Yeah. Snap and unleash 25. Oh! We were so close. Only 25 health away from a dead guy. I will say, the deck control that you get from having Salvo delay and the retention from those for snap, incredible. What was this deck missing? I mean, damage, right? Like, the fact that we got to waste not tells you that we weren't fighting that fight fast enough. The fact that we might have even gotten past that if we were able to defend a 60 damage turn tells you the same. If we wanted to be able to survive that long in a fight, we need better defensive tools than, just Tauric Toughness, Danse Macabre, Grave Warden, Bull Aggro, and Delay. Those did pretty well for pretty long. But alongside those, I needed to be doing a huge amount of damage if I wanted that to be my only defense. We did get to rectify a lot of that with the lethality. The lethality, it was huge by the end. The 52 damage ultimate strikes from a vulnerable enemy, perfect. That's exactly why you take the lethality and upgrade the ultimate strike in that position. What could have helped? I mean, having retention on Rattle more consistently as well. So maybe another poke in this deck is... Sorry, not another poke. Another snap in this deck is what is needed, so I have a little bit more retain for the Rattle. There was a position where I was debating taking another snap over Pull Aggro. Although I think I probably need the Pull Aggro more at that point, especially with the Danse Macabre coming up later. Sicken, also, in order to set up for the Aussie attacks, would have been nice as well. Another delay. I mean, just another 2-cost defend of a kind. But realistically, like, instead of adding additional defense, like, the waste not of this fight tells us that additional defense would not have fixed this fight for us. It's additional damage or nothing. Sikkim does contribute towards that because it gives you more Aussie HP for the Unleash? It's not like I cycled the same cards consistently in this boss fight, so I don't think Punch Dagger would have been enough damage at the speed that I would have needed it. I do think Grave Warden Flash of Steel there is probably correct. No, actually, maybe it's Putrefy. Oh my god. It's not. I've only got Delay as set up for it, but there is Eradicate there, which is retain, deal... How much is Eradicate? 11? Where is Eradicate? I know it's in here somewhere. There it is. Retain, deal 11 damage X times. So then this would have been our priority upgrade. It would be 14. 14 with vulnerability is 21. 21 with 75% additional damage loading gets 15. Takes that up to 36 by X. 36 by X, X5. For a fully aggressive turn using 3 energy and then 2 delay energy from the previous turn. About 100 damage. In terms of energy efficiency, the ultimate strike was way better than the Eradicate, but maybe an additional Eradicate in this deck is retain damage to just throw at the enemy. I think that's the choice to make differently. and then spending 175 on that. I think Eradicate probably would have cost 175, so we probably would have taken the whole thing. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Recognizing that single target damage was going to be the main problem, and that we were going to use, because I got my multiplier, yeah, lethality I took down here. So recognizing that in order to get enough single target damage to take down the boss at the end of this floor, and that I'm going to be using multipliers, so I've taken lethality, I do think I should have taken Squash for additional vulnerability. It's not like I was vulnerability light in this final fight. I don't think this was impactful of a decision, but I do think that Eradicate was. Absolutely. And I think that then would have given me outs to find additional energy as a way to accomplish lethal, or even just tanks doubling the damage of it with instinct next floor, I think would have been fine too. I think I was too concerned with the idea of consistency with Osti attacks to consider Eradicate truly there. Whereas it was, I think, probably in retrospect, the only choice. Alas, I'll be more sensitive to making that choice next time than having known what I know now. For the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire. Top left is a series playlist with all of my content of the game past, present, future. YouTube recommendations are down below. Streaming past the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/Rhapsody. Please, I'd rather thank you, and a special thanks to this episode of Lotta. Hopefully you'll have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully see you all next time.